There's going to be a lot of speculation on this one, but in Palm Springs, California, which is not far from where I'm sitting right now, there was an explosion. I was alerted to it by a friend who called. He was down there just after it happened around 11 a.m. on Saturday, what's today, May 17th. Early reports are an explosion. Some have said car bomb. Well, there's the car, what's left of it. And whoa, look at that. The whole roof's collapsed. Yeah, this was a pretty serious explosion here. This isn't just small time stuff. Yeah, the longer you watch, the more you start to see happening. Of course, the next investigation is going to be who did it and why. Wow, look at that devastation of that building. Incredible. Now, this is right across the street from Desert Regional Hospital. Now, there's buildings in the vicinity that have had their windows blown out, a liquor store.
Crazy, it blew out the glass of this liquor store. Look at this liquor store. Oh my God. All from this explosion, poor guy.
My friend who was down there said there was no emergency personnel around, so he was there pretty close to the time it happened. Now, in this stage and age where everybody has a camera, there's early shots of this as it was happening.
Look, cops are here. Leo. Oh my God, fire trucks are coming.
That's
crazy.
just after it happened. And there is reports of a death and pictures of human remains in the street. I don't think I'm going to show them to you. Just imagine you've driven down the road lots of times and seen what that looks like. That's what you see in the middle of the boulevard. Apparently, it's now covered with a sheet. But as things go, everybody's got a camera. That picture was taken and it's posted to X. You can probably go find it there. And indeed, there it is. Emergency personnel have covered it up. So there is at least one death associated with this explosion. Let's go see if we can find out any reports giving some indication of what's actually taking place here. Okay, so it happened at something called American Reproductive Centers. And let's go see what we can find out about American Reproductive Centers. So what we can see from its website is its in vitro fertilization services. American Reproductive Centers, your journey to parenthood begins here. And then you can see that they do in vitro fertilization and some other procedures, male and female fertility evaluation. So couples that are having trouble conceiving would go to a facility like this. Now, the Palm Springs Post says one dead after bomb explodes outside Reproductive Center in downtown Palm Springs, and they're identifying it as a bomb, and they say police confirm one person is dead after a bomb explodes. Lieutenant William Hutchinson of the Palm Springs Police Department confirms it was a bomb in or near a vehicle parked at the building. So we've got a vehicle that appears to have exploded, and doing a quick Google News search, we can see that all the top tier media outlets have picked up on the story and are covering it. You've got Los Angeles Daily News, New York Times, Palm Springs Post, USA Today, ABC, Los Angeles, CBS, NBC, Record, Searchlight. Now, that would be the major traditional news outlets, but I'm guessing either on YouTube or X, you'll be able to get people on the street basically just holding a camera at the scene, and you'll probably pick up more information that way than you will from just watching the news channels. We'll see. And then you can go scroll through X on this one with a simple search, or even YouTube. And if you go into X and type Palm Springs explosion into the search bar and then start scrolling, you're going to come up with lots and lots of videos. There's a collection of 4 from Nimbus World. They seem to have been on the scene first. But you'll start to see some of the stuff taking place. I'm going to scroll past some of this quickly. Building collapse, bomb explosion at Fertility Center, weapons and out of country vehicle found at scene. Weapons and out of country vehicle found at the scene. Bomb squad closed area, searching all cars. Structural collapse. And then, oh my, look at this. These are broken windows. That was quite an explosion because it has done significant damage. Anybody who was in that lobby certainly noticed what took place. It looks like the doors even knocked off the frame, but certainly all those windows are blown out. Let me give you a little better look at that. So here you get a little closer look at the building, and yeah, there's a lot of glass. And here's a resident showing the windows of their apartment blown out near the blast location. And that's what we have on this one now. This is Russ at News and Notes. Again, an explosion around 11 a.m. on Saturday, May 17th, in front of a fertility clinic in downtown Palm Springs. At least 1 fatality and significant damage to the building, and then other buildings having windows blown out. Well, there's the car, what's left of it. look at that. The whole roof's collapsed. Yeah, this was a pretty serious explosion here. This isn't just small time stuff. Yeah, the longer you watch, the more you start to see happening. Of course, the next investigation is going to be who did it and why. Wow, look at that devastation of that building. Incredible. So it just blew right through that building. Everything just blasted right through. Now, this is right across the street from Desert Regional Hospital. Now, this is right across the street from Desert Regional Hospital. And there you can see a building that's had extensive damage done to it also, at least windows and blown out.